Habari, I believe in change coming from the grassroots level. People have solutions. They don't have opportunity. My name is Kennedy Odede. I am the founder of SHOFCO, which is Shining Hope for Communities. It's an idea that I had when I was living in Kibera. The idea I was really looking for hope. I was giving up in my life, so I wanted to bring people together to be the shining light, which is the shining hope for communities. We saw many NGOs coming in the slum, and we felt they were using us. So the idea was that how can we come together as a community, you know what I mean? And then later on, a couple of years ago, we have what is called SHOFCO Urban Network. This is the power to the people.
So it is an advocacy platform that SHOFCO uses to be able to address some of the community, concerns. SHOFCO Urban Network is in 10 slums across the country with over 139,000 membership. We realize that there is that particular notion previously where people or the duty bearers from the government side or those other sectors believe that the people in the informal settlements are hostile. At the same time, the people in the informal settlement had a notion that they feel inferior. They're locked up in that poverty, vacuum, and they find it difficult to access some of the government services. SAN has a number of projects, and one of them is on ensuring that there's community cohesion and integration. So SAN basically we act as breaking the barrier between the service providers or the duty bearers and the people in the informal settlements.
Another program we did was a healthcare program. So honestly, everything is about my story, which is sad. My neighbor died because they couldn't afford healthcare. And I remember very well, when I was sick in Kibera, if you take me to Kenyatta, I will kill myself. Because anyway, I remember going to Kenyatta Hospital, I had to stand on the line. There's nobody come see you, and you're from slum, you die there. So people didn't want to go to Kenyatta. And that's what we could afford. Yeah, when I lived in my 10 by 10 room in the slum, I'm like, one day, I have a dream. We'll open our community health clinic here, whereby doctors and nurses are going to treat people with dignity.
Hii hospitali naipenda nikikuja matibabu yao inakuanga mzuri sana. Bei yao si mbaya, lakini mimi nikikuja mimi natibu bure sababu watoto chini ya miaka tano kurudi chini hawalipi chochote.
So we are sitting with the community town hall with the men and women. We discuss why is our water always contaminated? It goes through sewage. An idea came up from somebody. What if we put our water on air? And I'm like, wow, this is a good idea.
At Water Sanitation Hygiene Program, we provide clean, safe drinking water to community. We also do general hygiene promotions, sensitizing community, generally all programs that are geared towards preventing diseases and ailments. You realize that Kibra, we have poor sanitation, we don't have drainages, and water is very inadequate. Earlier on, water was supplied by water cartels, informal water suppliers, and the quality of water could not be assured. So we came in to fill that gap. Currently, we provide water to half of Kibra through 24 water kiosks, serving up to 60 households per kiosk per day. That gives you 1,500 households are served by our program in a single day.
At least saa hii tunapata maji ya bure, tunajimudu, tuko na family. Ukiwa na mtungi kama 20 na uletewe na kanjoo, inabidi utoe karibu 200. Unaona? Lakini at least saa hii tunajisikia tuko vizuri. SHOFCO imetusaidia, inatuletea maji. Na sana tunaomba waendelee hivyo hivyo.
We were focusing on a bigger goal. I cared so much about gender I looked around how women were being treated. It was not fair. As the first one in the family of 8, I saw what my mother went through. She went through abuse. She never went to school. They were very poor, and most of them just because she was a woman. So I knew that if my mother could have gone to school, she could have been very far. And my dream was that, okay, I will start a school in the slum so that women like my mother will have opportunity.
Under educational program, we have 3 sub-programs, starting with ECD. We also have adult literacy centers. Apart from that, we also run girls' schools. We have Kibera School for Girls, which was started in 2009. Currently, we have around 360 girls in the school. We also have Madare School for Girls, which was started in 2014. So we enroll girls from very, very needy families within the 2 slums. They join us at the age of 4, and we take them all through to high school.
Being one of the students to be picked, to have such an amazing opportunity, I feel like SHOFCO is like, a nice, great organization that supports girls everywhere and helps them, flourish and become great people in the community. Coming from Kibera and having a scholarship isn't easy. Going to school itself, kutoka Kibera, isn't an easy thing. So having an organization that inaweza nilipia school fees and can make me experience amazing things like the US, that's an amazing opportunity. And change isn't, some people think change is just coming and getting your family out of the slums and stuff. I want to change everyone around me. For me, my family is the whole community.
We also have other support systems which help our girls to perform, basically because of where they come from. For example, we realize that within the environment, there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of prostitution, there's a lot of social injustice within the community. So we have a social work program that helps to follow up these girls. They do their home visits so that they know how the family setup is, what the girls are facing at home. Then they are able to recommend this to the counselors. We have full-time school counselors who are able to support girls who are completely in need.
Gender department was started just to curb the cases of the violations that are taking place in the slums in Kibera. Do intervention on gender-based violence cases. We do it through prevention. We do it through response. We do mitigation measures, behavior change, and we also do partnership and networking.
When I observe from outside, I see dignity. When I walk around and these people have that kind of power, and they'll tell you, yeah, SHOFCO, you're doing this, and that ownership and that dignity, that hope really makes me cry sometimes to see how far we have come from, and with a little less support and the community taking over. That is my biggest achievement. And I think if the development world can change their mentality and support community-based organizations, we can have change. And even the government, they can come in these kind of communities and be like, who is working here? How can I support these youth groups? Perfect. So that's my dream, is that community-based solutions are most of the time the best way to fight these problems in these kind of communities.